You are listening to Off the Cuff. Now, here's your host, Adam Banks.
Welcome, everybody, to Off the Cuff. I am Adam Banks, coming at you live from Somerset, Kentucky. Welcome to the show. And ladies and gentlemen, here in the studio, probably the most familiar voice on the show, besides me. She's been on 86 episodes. This makes episode 87. She is the former co-host of Off the Cuff. And now here she is again, for one night only, Nellie.
And we're really good friends.
Of course we are.
Yeah, we have been for a long time.
We have been.
And it's just good to be here and get to say hi to everybody.
It is. Well, I mean, how does it feel? You know, you started the show with me.
Right.
Episode 1, March 1st, right. 2014.
Wow, we're getting old.
That's how long ago that was. And then flash forward all this time. Here it is, November 2018. It just feels good to have you back. It always feels like, every time you're back, it feels like you never left.
Well, I appreciate that, but I'm going to tell you, right now is the saddest time that I've ever had to report or talk about, discuss anything that's been going on. Because it's horrible.
What's going on in your life?
No, these killings.
Everything going on, yes. Can you believe that we had another massacre here in this country?
I think the oldest person was 30 or 26, two 26-year-olds, and their 18-month-old baby was in an apartment, okay, or a townhouse or something in Georgetown. A nice one.
In Kentucky?
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
And he shot her and killed her and shot himself, left that little 18-month-old in there for somebody to find.
My goodness.
I thank God he didn't kill him, but can you imagine what that's like for that little thing? Probably blood all over it and everything else.
The world we live in. What about the shooting in California?
Oh, that was horrible.
Another shooting.
And did you see where that one veteran had lived through the one in Las Vegas and that one too?
Yes.
That was crazy.
Yeah, he made it through both, right? Or did he die in the second?
No.
He made it through both?
He made it. And it just scares me to think what is,
You can't really go anywhere. These shootings are happening at random. A guy decided to just go to a club where college students went on country night and start shooting his gun.
And he used to go hang out there.
Yes.
And I think they said that he thought his ex-girlfriend was there or something. He got in a big argument with his mother right before he did it.
They said people were breaking out windows to climb out to get away from him.
People were grabbing people to get...
Hiding behind bar stools.
So horrible.
Could you imagine being in that situation?
No.
Could you imagine?
Those girls were on there just shaking.
Well, could you imagine being in a bar and all of a sudden hearing pop, 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 pop? You would be terrified.
Did you see that group of guys? I don't know if it was all guys, but I think it was, carrying somebody running with them up the street. I think it was that police officer
that got killed.
Yes. His wife was on there today.
What did she say about it?
She's angry. She is mad. Yes, she was angry. Her husband had been murdered.
I would be angry too if my spouse got murdered.
She told them people, she said, I want new gun laws, stricter gun laws, or, to get rid of those guns.
They said that the gun that was used was bought legally. Mm-hmm. So the guy legally had the gun. So I guess
I don't think he had one of them automatic things, did he?
I don't know. He had was it in a Glock?
I don't know. I'll have to read about it.
They released the weapon. They did release the weapon of what he was using.
It just upset me so much I couldn't hardly watch it no more. I'm so sick of hearing it. These were just kids, college kids.
Young people.
So sad.
In their 20s.
And did you see that daddy that found out he lost his firstborn son?
Well, he rubbed me the wrong way. He really liked the camera. I just didn't. Yeah, I watched that. I didn't. I was just like, that's not a dad that really looks like. I wouldn't be able to talk.
Well, Adam, everybody's different, honey.
I wouldn't be able to get on
how
there.
them black people, they carry on, Lord, they fall in the ground and just, my baby. Let me go get my, Lord, let me get my baby.
There's white people that do that too. Trust me.
Not quite that bad.
There are some.
Oh, I know, honey. It's your child. I mean, you just can't imagine.
I would be distraught.
I would get tore up, just sick to myself, stomach and stuff, when I didn't know where Marie used to be. For weeks and months at a time.
When she was a teenager?
Oh, Lord.
Would she, like, sneak out her window and stuff?
No. When she moved down here to her daddy's, she was 15.
I think every teenager snuck out their window.
She didn't have to down there because he was an idiot.
Did she just walk out the front door?
Yeah, and he just get her, put her hand in the jar and pick a peel and take it.
Well, so many...
all different kinds of peels.
So many wild things are happening in California. Not only the shooting, but the fires, Nellie. I was watching on the news. It looked like they were driving through hellfire and brimstone.
Absolutely, they
Fire
were.
on both sides of the roads.
And sometimes they'd have to drive through fire that was crossing the road. It was crazy. It was so scary. And 5 people so far, I heard, died in a car, burned up in their car.
Why don't people listen to those announcements?
Well, sometimes, Adam, I think it happens before they even realize it's there. Even for the people that's done it, it's like depends on the wind, weather, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Mother Nature's uncontrollable.
Fire will, when it catches and it starts burning, it burns fast.
And you let it get a wind behind it,
and you can't beat it.
No.
You can't run from it. It will catch up with you
when
and
you
surpass you.
got dry leaves and then fall and everything's dying out and it's going to be, it's a mess.
It showed on the news a school was burning, houses are burning, mansions are burning. They evacuated the city of Malibu.
Can you imagine? I know it. Can you imagine how scared their children were and their animals and them? It's just horrible.
Nellie, I saw something interesting on Twitter. I retweeted it on my Twitter at AdamBanks88. We always talk about women getting sexually harassed. Men get sexually harassed too.
Absolutely.
This guy posted a story. He took an Uber. It was a young guy, about 25, 26. He called an Uber, and a male picked him up. When he got out of the Uber, have you ever taken Uber?
No.
Do you know how it works? Well, anyway,
I'm scared of it.
It's
I always have been.
It's modern day hitchhiking.
See, I didn't even. I wouldn't take a taxi because I was scared to death.
Well, you're getting in the car with a stranger.
Exactly.
You have no idea. They could drive off and chop you into a million pieces.
Exactly. And it don't matter if it's a man or a woman.
Yes. And really, as an Uber driver, it's scary too. You don't know who's getting in your car.
Right. They reach around and slit your neck.
They could get They could get in your car and say, drive and don't stop. And what are you going to do when they put a gun to your head?
Or got a big butcher knife.
What are they going to do? But anyway, the story is this young guy, 25, 26, gets picked up by a Uber driver. And when he gets out of the car, he gets a text from the Uber driver. And the Uber driver says, hey man, he said a lot of explicit things. He said he wanted to perform oral sex on the guy he just took for a ride. He says, oh my gosh, is this the Uber driver? And he said, yeah, I won't tell anyone. I'll pay you. So the guy he screenshots all this, sends it to Uber and says, this is not acceptable.
Yeah.
And I retweeted it and I said, sexual harassment happens to men too.
Did he get out of it? Did he get out okay?
Uber sent a tweet back and said, we are going to investigate this.
Well, I wonder if he got out okay. God, that's scary.
Isn't that gross, though, some of the things that
people
was said?
People are crazy. And people that's on drugs and stuff will do anything.
They
know?
Will. They really
That's
will.
what this hepatitis A, that's what all these murders, that's what everything's all about. It's horrible.
Hepatitis A is spreading. In Lexington, it's bad. They found it at the UK hospital cafeteria. Think about how many people visit the hospital, stay in the hospital, work at the hospital.
Well, they said that it was only to the people that were visiting. It wasn't, they have different sections for different areas.
I need to stop eating out.
That's great. Yeah, I thought about that, Adam, because that's all you do.
I know, and I live in Lexington, and here I am eating out in all the restaurants in Lexington where hepatitis A is just spread.
Adam, if you think of something you want, pull it up on YouTube. It'll tell you word for word. You need to get you one of them little things that'll talk to you and show you what you need to do.
What's that?
When you're cooking something.
What's that?
Some kind of cooking show on YouTube you can watch.
Yeah, I can do that.
And it tells you the ingredients you need to buy and what you need to have and all that.
Should someone get the hepatitis A shot?
Absolutely. I just wonder how safe these meals that are mailed to you, like for a week at a time. You seen that on TV?
Yeah.
It's like you make it, you get the ingredients and you make it.
Yeah, I've seen those.
And
like
I just
DoorDash.
wonder if anybody's ever been tested for that shit with them.
Well, I know what you mean, but let me tell you something, though. Like, I don't think that vaccines are safe. I just don't believe in injecting stuff like that into your body. That stuff's not been researched long. Hepatitis A, I don't care to get that vaccine because it's been around since, the 80s, early 90s. So it's been around long enough. But these flu shots every season, getting these flu vaccines, people get sick off those.
I don't.
People get sick
and
off
I
of
need
them.
to get one.
Every time somebody gets the flu shot, they always call, I feel so sick. I'm like, why? They're like, well, I had the flu shot yesterday.
Oh, Lord.
And that's what they do. And then they just sit around sick because they had the flu vaccine to keep them from getting the flu, but they have flu-like symptoms. So no thank you. No thank you. Well, Nellie, what do you think about the Kentucky Wildcats? They got destroyed against Duke. 34 points they lost to open the season.
Yeah, I know it.
Zion Williams is the number 1 draft pick next year. I call it. He is so large. So many people were calling him fat. But
He's just like a machine.
He could run. He wasn't getting short-winded. And he could jump. He could jump so high to be his weight. I think he's over 270.
Well, see, he reminds me of the people they used to call the refrigerators and all that stuff. Fridge or... You know what I mean?
No, I do not.
Oh, God. I mean, think about it. He looks like a big old...
Like a fridge?
Yeah, like a freezer. A big, tall freezer. Big thing. And people can't hardly get through them.
But Kentucky doesn't look like a good team. We have a lot to improve
They're worried me.
They do. Now, I do know it is November. It's the beginning of the season. They've only played 2 games. They're 1-1. Because they beat Southern Illinois. It was a sloppy win. They won by, I think, 12? It was a sloppy win, but...
Exactly. But they did do how many minutes do you think they did well or decent?
Probably the last 10 minutes of the game. They played horrible.
I was going to say 8.
This team doesn't play defense. They don't hustle. They give up too easy.
Right.
They make sloppy shots. They're not better on their free throws. They give up easy shots.
And, well, in the beginning, Adam, they were taking off with the ball by themselves and going all the way to the goal and missing.
Reed Travis is our best player.
Right.
And that's not good.
He's freshman.
No, Reed Travis is...
Oh, that tall guy,
the 24-year-old.
Yeah.
That's not good that he's our best player. He's our best player, and that's not good. We can't win a national championship like that.
Yeah.
So, Kentucky's going to worry me.
Yep.
It's going to be a long season.
Yep.
Have you been watching Kentucky football?
Yes.
What do you think of them?
Well, I think they've got lucky.
They played
but they played hard.
They play tomorrow.
I know it, and I hope they win.
Yeah, if they win tomorrow, they've won 8 games. So they're saying they could play in a bowl against possibly Ohio State, West Virginia, but it's going to be a New Year's bowl, and those are where the big headline bowls are.
Oh, cool.
And Kentucky's never been in one.
Oh, that's neat.
So,
wouldn't that be something?
Well, they play tomorrow, so we'll see.
What time?
3:30.
Are you going to watch it with me or going home?
Listen at her, folks, getting sad on me.
I'm going to say right now.
What is it now?
I'm going to tell you something right now.
Tell it to me.
We need to watch that game. We ain't got to see each other. Really see each other for a long time.
Did you cut your hair?
No, I got to get it cut. It's bad.
No, it's short.
Well, it needs just shaping up. It's bad.
And a little more
And
blonde.
Lord, people, I just look so old and awful. It ain't funny.
And a little more blonde.
Absolutely. A lot more. Too dark. I don't know why she did that. I've been mad ever since.
Try something different.
Well, she didn't ask me.
Well, how is everything going with you, Nellie?
It's good.
The listeners want to know. They're always asking about you.
I'm doing fine. Looking forward to the holidays.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you going to put up a Christmas tree?
No.
No? Are you going to put up any decorations? No Santa Claus? No garland?
No.
You don't put garland up for Christmas?
Why do I want to drag all that stuff out just for me to look at?
Because I love garland.
Well, you know what? I'll be here right by myself most of the time. So I'll probably have to go to them for Christmas if I want to see the kids open their presents. And I don't know if I should let them go on to do it and then me come over later in the day. That'd be better.
I do see what you're saying.
And then I can take the kids their stuff that I got them. Except I got Kenna's dollhouse.
Well, Nellie, you never did say how you like the music. It's new. It's the new
I
intro.
liked it. I enjoyed it.
You never did ask me who the guy's voice was that introduced me. You never did ask.
Let me hear it again.
You want to hear it again?
That's what I said.
All right. So, well, first off, producer, can you turn that off? I want to thank our producer for making this remote trip to Somerset to be with Nellie. We wanted to invite Nellie to the new studio that Off the Cuff broadcast in, which is the Waterstone Studio, which is crazy. You've never even seen it.
I told you I was coming.
Never even seen it. So we have to come to a remote site with this crappy equipment and record remotely here in Somerset. So Nellie can join, but we want to get you in the studio soon. But I want to thank the producer for being such a good producer and traveling with me. So producer,
thank you, producer.
I want you to rewind it and shoot that intro so Nellie can hear it. The intro, the official intro.
I heard it.
To Off the Cuff.
I heard it.
You are listening to Off the Cuff. Now, here's your host, Adam Banks.
You like that?
Yeah.
You don't know who that is?
No. Is that
Zach.
Zach? Okay.
No, it's not Chad either. No, it's nobody you know. This is just somebody.
Well, why'd you ask me if I knew who it was?
I just was wondering. It was just weird to me that you just never asked who that was. You just kind of assumed.
I just assumed it was on a recording or something. It just something was on something. You just put your name in it.
No.
Well, that's what I thought.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that. I thought we could make it through with you doing that.
Nah. I'm about to choke to death. I need to move vehicles.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for listening to the show. Nellie, I want to thank you for being on the show. It's always great to have you here in the studio.
You're so welcome. I'd love to come. I love it when you come to visit. It's great.
It is.
Oh, good old buddies.
We are.
Yep. Good old buddies.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you in the next episode.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and Merry Christmas, just in case we don't get to see each other for a little bit.
Absolutely. I can't wait for that.
I can't either. It's fun. You ought to come day after Christmas like you always did.
I know.
To my house.
Like I always did. It was always on Christmas.
Yeah.
We'll see you later, everyone.
Bye.